Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Manor Farm, where today we are going to be doing some baling, and I'm going to be using something I got yesterday for me. Today is Saturday, and I'm glad to announce my G27 has arrived. So I finally got it set up as well. I had a few issues where it, for whatever reason, was picking up the accelerator and brake as being all on the accelerator pedal, regardless of what I was trying to do. I got that fixed, so we are now using the G27, which is really nice. And quite difficult to get used to, I must admit, because now I'm using keyboard, mouse and G27 instead of just the Xbox controller. It's different, but it frees up my hands a bit more, so I've got one hand constantly free to do things. Also, I have the wheel lock set up to the maximum 900 degrees, so every little movement you see on the wheel here is a movement I am actually doing in real life, which is kind of odd to see and to feel. But I guess if nothing else, it lets me see exactly what's going on, or lets me know in advance what's going to be happening. Let's try and get in here now, nice and tight. The one disadvantage of the G27, and those of you who might use it already know this, you can't use all the buttons, which really annoys me. For whatever reason, FarmSim only picks up less than half the buttons on the G27, and some of the ones that it does pick up, they don't work. Because I tried to bind the... What did I try to bind? The indicators to the gear paddles, and that didn't work for whatever reason. So, that's the thing. So hopefully what I'll be doing later on today, and you'll be getting it possibly also today for you guys, is recording a bit of Euro Truck Simulator with something else that I got recently. And that's going to be a kind of a reveal thing of quite a few different things, but I need to fix stuff up before then. So, for whatever reason, some of you guys don't quite understand the schedule, because I've got... I'm not going to name names, but some people have been commenting on videos quite bizarre things that really I don't agree with at all. For example, on Thursday you were asking why I don't talk in Thursday's videos, because, well, that's my off-camera work, essentially. On Coldborough Park. I want to try and get as much done in videos as I can. In fact, I don't want any off-camera work, so the Thursday video is essentially off-camera work that I put music behind. I might record some post-commentary this week and just use that as a test, but it's still going to be sped up footage. Albeit with slightly better driving, I hope. Because now I've got just that bit more control over speeds. And that sort of stuff, so that's always nice. So, really sorry if you can hear banging and bumping. That's me going from full lock to central in as quickly as I possibly can. You can also probably hear my hand sliding around the wheel. There are things that I really can't help. That's just not going to work. Okay, let's clean up a bit. Come on, bale. I know I'm crawling, but that's just so the bale fills out properly and I don't get a big gap. Just the rear back on. The nice thing is I can use the mirrors now to see what on earth is going on. And the camera won't be juddering around as much because there are times when I'm using both hands on the wheel to get to maximum lock just that bit faster. So hopefully video quality will improve ever so slightly. Let's raise the pickup. Is that all the hay? I'm trying to pick up everything because I do want as many bales as I can get. A bit more here. So what I do off camera in between videos is I finished off the silage and all of that is now in the clamp. The clamp is fermenting. And I've also fiddled around with drive control a bit to suit the new setup. I have smarter steering and that's about as good as I can get it really. Yes, for whatever reason I can't get the indicators to work on this, so that's something I'll have to do without. You might notice there's a bit of an echo as well. That's because I, by necessity, almost have the microphone slightly further away than I usually do. So I'm having to speak up a bit, and unfortunately it means there's a bit of an echo. You might also hear me clicking buttons. Again, that's unavoidable. The microphone is directly above the gear shifter for the wheel, so there are some things that I just can't avoid, unfortunately, and they're just two of them. There are many others and many problems that I have to sort out still. Such as if I want to get out of the vehicle, out of the tractor, I actually have to lean over the steering wheel to get to the keyboard, which isn't exactly ideal. But, you know, there are things that time will... I'll figure them out in time and sort it all out in time. So it's not a major issue. It's just minor things that are, you know, the teething problems. There we go. But I think the field of view in Farm Sim is actually just about right for where I'm sitting and where the wheel is and the size of the wheel and all that kind of stuff. Because as I'm driving, I'm actually blocking out the wheel on screen, which is a bit of a strange sensation of being able to see it, but knowing exactly where it's going. I'm hoping to get a few new games up on the channel, a few racing simulators, if I can ever get good at them. They're probably going to appear in time, because right now I'm terrible at them. I played a bit of iRacing last night because I was screwing around with the G27, and I discovered that road racing is just not for me. In iRacing, I am far better on ovals just because you don't have to brake. This week's oval track for rookies is Charlotte, and that's just put the pedal down and go and hope that you don't end up in a crash, which I inevitably do because either I spin out or the guy beside me spins out and I've got no time to react, and I don't have very good reaction times overall. So that's a thing that is happening. I almost forgot to close the baler. So, and I've just realised that I haven't done this yet. I haven't updated the mod list. Now today's Saturday, so by the time this video goes live you should have an updated mod list. But as things stand right now, the mod list is slightly behind. I need to double check what mods are there and what mods are not. So if you looked at the mod list on Saturday, it is out of date, it needs to be fixed, and it's probably going to be fixed later on this evening. 10 minutes in already. Wow. So, yeah. And just if you're worried about the racing games taking up farm sim time, no, that's not going to happen. They're going to be short videos with little to no commentary that I just do whenever the mood strikes, and I put up whenever the mood strikes. iRacing might appear, but I don't know yet, because I am terrible at iRacing. If there's a corner that requires braking, I crash, pretty much. And more often than not, I'm found backwards at the side of the track. In most series. Or most tracks with most cars. Although I do have a newfound respect for people who drive the likes of a Mazda MX-5. The slower race cars in the world are still difficult to drive, and I always kind of thought, oh, well, they're easy because anybody can do it. Well, anyone can do it, yeah, but... oh no, then I just get stuck. Come on. I am stuck on top of a bale. I am free. So, all we're going to do for the next couple of days is just bale up the hay and get that transported. I don't have a bale wrapper, which is kind of an issue, because I was intending on wrapping the hay and bringing it in and doing it like that, and I've just realised I don't have the seeding finished either. I'm doing well. I was planning on wrapping the hay and bringing it in, but we don't have a bale wrapper, so that's not going to be a thing. So I'm going to have to find some shed space somewhere to throw the hay into. And I know in real life you wouldn't take turns this type with a baler on the back. You'd break the PTO shaft. But it's farm sim and these things can be done. I am intentionally being a bit quieter than usual because, well, the last couple of weeks I damn near blew my voice out recording, so I'm trying to cut down on the amount of loudness, and the volume, and the power, and all that kind of nonsense that I put into the videos. Which is... I don't know. I think that the sound of the game is actually quite low, relatively speaking, today, so I can be a bit quieter than usual. The funny thing is you guys can hear it probably quite low. I'm actually getting it quite loud in my headphones, so it's very, very hard to gauge when I've got it right. Short of boosting it 6 or 7 times in OBS or something. There we go. So I do have, well, FarmSim isn't putting force feedback into the G27, which is a bit of a shame, but I do have the centering springs active. So I am getting some, you know, I'm having occasional difficulties in turning the wheel and that sort of stuff, which is good. I want this stuff to be happening. I want the wheel to be, you know, resisting being turned and to an extent automatically centering itself. This is the area of no resistance, which is fine because it does next to nothing to the tractor. Let's see how far back I need to go. I thought the baler didn't close there. So let's get this last line here done. There we go. Yeah, short of tidying up. That is all hay baled. So let's do a bit of tidying now. And because I'm trying to catch all these pieces, I'm completely incapable of driving in a straight line. There we go. And like I said, I'm only tidying this up because I want as much hay as possible. As many bales as I can get. And 14 is actually kind of enough. I've run over a bale again. Let's raise the pickup, turn off the baler, and try to free the baler from the bale. If I only succeeded there in getting the tractor stuck. No, I freed the baler. Wonderful. And the baler's rolling away. Hooray. Brilliant. So let's get this baler put away. Swap back in cab. Turn on the beacons. Which causes a bit of a rave in the tractor, but it's more realistic than just having beacons shining on top and doing nothing to anything anywhere. So where's the gate for this field? Is it over here? No. Where is it? There. Ah. I was close. Close but no cigar. There we go. Let's, whoa, not spin the tractor. Let's get the baler put away. Because I need to grab the thing. The auto stacker, that's the word. I won't need to stack up the bales and find somewhere to put them. I have no idea where that's going to be. Ungate, oh well. Here, oh, that's. There we go. So, this is kind of going to be a thing from now on, as I'm going to be using the wheel to drive around, and I'll have a bit more control and probably crash just as much as always, if not a bit more, but I'll feel like I've got more control. Oh yeah, that control right there. There we go. That'll do. Let's go get the auto stacker, which is parked up over here somewhere. Where did I park? Oh, yeah. There we go. Alright, so yeah, let's go pick up some bales. And I think in the next video, or the next episode, we'll be picking up the bales, moving them, then moving on to finishing the seeding. Because that's still something that needs to be done. And I think I'll try it manually instead of having Horseplay do it, because, well, why not? At this point, I do pretty much everything else manually, why not have the seeding done manually as well? There we go. I am trying to wait for the gates to open now, if you didn't notice. I know it was a bit silly to be able to just drive through the gates when they're closed, so I am trying to wait for them to open, which is why I'm slowing down to a crawl in front of them. That and because I can, really. It's nice to be able to just have a because I can thing that you do. There we go. Let's get the arm out on the stacker. Let's try and do this in cab now. So I need to be to the right of the bales, like that. And I think I've lost some bales. So I had 14 bales, and that's 2. Okay. I swear I got 5 or 6 out of this field. You're just gonna have to ignore that being within the fence. So that's 4. I'm 90% certain the bales have gone missing. And I know that I'm running over time. So I think I'm gonna leave that here. I'll see you next time. I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on Manor Farm. Please leave a comment, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time when we'll be finishing up collecting the bales and figuring out exactly how many have gone missing, which is probably a lot at this point because I should have 8 more bales and I don't. Until then, stay safe and goodbye.